It's joke, no joke, no joke. Oh, you know what it is. Keep on hating. You know what it is. Joke, no joke, cheeky joke, no joke. Woo! We in the building tonight, baby. Oh, I got a good one for y'all tonight. I got a good one for y'all tonight, man. Oh, baby, I got a good one for y'all tonight. Come on in. Come on in. GT bait. GT8. What is that? An 8 or a B? That's an 8. What up? All right. Michelle Frizzy first in the building. Aries 80s baby in the building. Whack on Wood third in the building. Top 3. All right. Top 5 dead or alive. My fellow Americans is in here. All right. My baby Ramona is in the building. Okay. You already know Mary A. Membership gang is here. Kareem Smiggity. Membership gang is here. Okay. They coming in. They coming in. Two Bangers is in the building. Lionheart is in the building. JE6683 is in the building. Orbit Man is in the building. All right. ID, I don't know what that is. Idrias. What's good? Rick Reddy in the building. What up? Cassie in the building. What up? Bolingo Shay is in the building. What up? Wide Earth is in the building. What up? Choke No Joke is in the building. What up? If you come in, please hit that like button. It don't cost you nothing, just a push of a button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. You should be subscribed by now. Choke No Joke, I am here. And I got so much to talk about today, man. I just got, so much on my chest that I got to share with y'all today. Come on in, come on in. Come on in. It's a few things I got to share with y'all today, baby. I'm about to blow y'all mind with a few things to let y'all know who's the king of this thing here. Why they all try to hate. I'm going to show you why they hate and why I'm great. All right, come on in, come on in. We got a good show tonight, baby. Oh, we got a good show tonight. So shout out to my man Jalen Rose. Uh he was in town yesterday for the promoting his show. He got a show on Tubi called Southwest High. I started watching it yesterday. It's a series. Check it out. Support the black man. See, I got my Virgin Voyages gear. You know what I mean? Support one of my favorite cruise lines. You know what I mean? That's no paid advertisement. It's just I like them so much. I think I'm gonna go live on Instagram tonight as well. But man, when I tell y'all I got a good one for y'all tonight, Jay-Z is headlining the Roots concert. Yo, Jay-Z is headlining the Roots concert. Oh, baby. Got to get into some pork butt news. I see them taking little shots. So I got to address that. Cameron and Mase interviewed Shyne Poe. Oh, he don't want to be Shyne Poe. Excuse me. Shyne Obama. That and more. But most importantly, we here to kick the camel's humping. Joke, no joke. Let's get to the show. You already know. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it.
How I do it. This is a diss. Would be specific. Hit you with a sub. You blacklisted. Her third tour. It's ridiculous. You in the crowd, babysitting. Mad at pics. Fans flicking. You got a Billy. They dick licking. Kids, your son and dad missing. You duck in the swab, results prison. I see your faces, the mad prison. Y'all rats, are you kidding? And if you sign, you have no wisdom. Integrity missing, money mission. The Marlon Trails in your system. Camel licking, nerves switching. Are y'all kidding? Y'all Virginian. Success, y'all dream sex. Sold a lot of units, but still checks. Squares, Nike, I run with checks. People use Marcy as pets. I move his skin, you on your head. All your tunes are dead. You ugly like your dreads. No bag, I'm on your head. No fag, I'm my shooter. You the glad Duke shooter. You do balls, but no hooters. Choke, no joke, I am the future with no Malloy. You play with boys, be out here wishing she was a boy. You her decoy, you her bitch. Choke, no joke, I am the shit. Yo, Cam, get off my dick. Mad Jim, king of the dips. Without Jewels, you have no hits. Your last hit was True Life. When he caught you with that right. Yo, Big Joe, am I right? Nigga Dame saved your life. And then you crossed him for Ho. Got on stage with Ho. You an actor, you ain't Poe. Joke, no joke. You already know. Yo, man, I'm done, man.
Joke, no joke.
Ridiculous. You in the crowd.
You already know it. You know how we do it. Truth be told, all day, every day, even on a holiday, even on your anniversary, even on St. Patrick's Day. All right? Shout out to the little leprechauns out there. Y'all already know. Oh, look, I forgot to take the tag off. Brand new, popping tags like my name was Dame Dash. You know what I mean? Man, I didn't realize I paid so much for a hoodie. $80. But yeah. Choke no joke, you already know. We in the building, we live. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. All right, Zach, what up? You know what it is. Big Noop in the building. I see you. All right. Choke no joke, man. So, a few things I want to talk about. I'll get to the camel in a second. Y'all man Joe Cool. But Shout out to Ramir. I know you out there. Somebody send this show to Ramir. I got some good advice for him. Since his daddy want to come outside, allegedly, I got some good advice for him. So if you know Ramir, send this to him. So first and foremost, happy St. Patrick's Day to all the Irish people out there. If you're Irish, you know it, and you know it, clap your hands. If you're Irish and you know it, clap your hands. If you're Irish and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're Irish and you know it, clap your hands. I don't know where La Home is at. She'll be here. She don't feel. She'll be there. My man Mike Miggity in the building. What up? All right. The Observer in the building. What up? So I just wanted to say, I really, 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 really appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Big Winston. It's his birthday. Happy birthday to Big Winston. You know what it is. Shout out to Change the Game TV. You know what I mean? Yo, I just want y'all to see, right? These people be out here acting like my YouTube page, like they ain't pushed the button on it. They be talking about views and this, that, and the other. But as you can see, whenever I go on and do interviews outside of my channel, I get numbers, right? So it's clear that somebody done made a call on me and did something to affect my views. Because whenever I go out in the world, it's never a day I don't go out and I'm not recognized. And I say that very humbly. You know what I mean? But I be feeling like when I go outside, like I'm Michael B. Jordan, like I'm in a star movie or I got a hit record. And I be like, damn, like, I get a lot of love and I have a lot of notoriety and it don't reflect across my channel, but on other channels it do. Like if you see me on other channels, even the Piers Morgan, when I went on there, it did like 3 million views, in like 2 days. But I wanted to just bring that to y'all. Let me see. Let me show y'all a few things, right? Like right here, right? You see the numbers I do when people just use just me talking. This is me. It ain't like it's nobody else. It's me on doing me, right? And they'll just take any little thing that I say and look at the numbers that I do. So all y'all podcasters out there that don't book me, because you sucking the camel's hump or whatever, you only missing out on numbers, right? Because dudes that post videos of me, as you can see right here at the top left, 474,000 views. The one of that right of that 60,000, 63,000. The one under that 1 million views. The one next to that, 1.5 million views. Like, you having me a guest on your show is going to get you numbers. And if you didn't know that, I'm here to tell you and to show you. Okay? So let me give you another example. You see these numbers? All right? 350,000, 150,000, 579,000, 223,000. Now it makes sense to me when I go outside why I'm recognized by so many people. Right here, here's another one. These are all different videos too. See these numbers? 350,000, 150,000, 579,000, 223,000. But they'll tell you I don't get no views, right? Here's another one for you, right? 2.8 million, you might as well say 3 million, right? So when these dudes don't want me to come on their podcast because they scared of what the camel may say and don't want to book me, they missing out on views, millions of views, depending on how many subscribers they got, right? But to me, I'm like when I'm out, like I don't matter. It don't matter if I'm at the gas station, if I'm at Costco. It don't matter wherever I go. It seems like I'm recognized wherever I go, and I'm like, damn. Like I don't like I'm humbled. Don't get me wrong. I'm very humbled by it. But when I went and did some research on myself, I'm like, it got to be a reason, I'm getting all this love. You know what I'm saying? So when I go looking, I'm looking at these joints. Look, 1.4 million views here, right? So the haters, they gonna hate, but now I know and I understand that there are people checking, a lot of people, millions of people checking for me. So it lets me know that clearly somebody in the YouTube place is trying to suppress my numbers because it is clear that people could post me and do millions and millions and billions of views, right? Because if you look right here, 350,000, 250,000, 100,000, 53,000 per video, right? And I appreciate those people that support me. I changed the game and post my work while these, they try to hate. It's other people out here that love my work and love what I do. And as you can see, when I go on, whether it's comedy hype or hype plus, you see these millions of views. I can't even tell you how many millions of views I did on hype plus. But now I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Somebody pushed the button on me. Look at this. 3 million views, 1 million views on each video, bro. And all I'm doing is doing what I do right here. And they just take it and they, what you call it, they make shorts out of it or videos out of it. And I do millions and millions and millions and millions of views for people. So if you're not booking me, you're only missing out on hundreds of thousands to millions to multi-million-dollar views, right? But I appreciate all y'all support out there. You know what I mean? It's because of y'all, and it don't matter where y'all see me at. You know what I'm saying? I know that um the support is there, even though the numbers may not project here, because clearly they somebody is pushing a button on me, right? But as you can see, even though they try to hate here, the numbers still reflect, right? You see that? 1 million views here, 2 million views there, 818,000 there, which is almost a million, you know, 450,000 there. A mill here, 821 there. So I just want to say I appreciate y'all. Now I understand when I walk out the door and I go places, so many people recognize me because it may not reflect here. And may y'all niggas, the haters that come here don't want to hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? It's all right because I know that I'm doing multi-million views out here. Whether y'all want to hit the subscribe button, the like button, because I'm sure 50% of y'all that's watching me is just a hater or don't want to hit the subscribe button because you sucking off one of these industry cats and don't want to show me love. But it's all love because no matter how much you hate in this out here in this universe, this YouTube universe, Instagram, where Facebook, wherever it is, I'm still projecting and I'm still doing big, big numbers. Some bigger than some of the podcasts. Y'all think that's bigger than me. They not bigger than me. They just push the button on me. They just trying to suppress me. You know what I'm saying? And it's clear. You telling me A person can do millions of views of me, just me, doing what I'm doing right here every day. And they can do millions and 3 million, 2 million, a million. And my numbers is just this. Y'all believe that? Come on. Come on. That goes to show you that blackballing is real. That goes to show you that it's people that could be working in these buildings have access to buttons to suppress numbers. It's no way that more people should be doing more views than me of me. You know what I'm saying? How does that even happen? Other people could do more views of me than me. And y'all all come here to see me. And y'all all see it first with me. Right? But I appreciate all the support for the people that support me and help me get my word out. Right? Because, you know, I can't supply the demand anyway. Right? So I just look at it as I'm on various networks as opposed to just this one channel. I'm on various channels because there's people out here that support me and support my work and love the fact that I keep it 100 and keep it real and educate y'all when it comes to this industry, and they help me spread my word. So thank you for all the people like Hype Plus and Change the Game and uh Pierce Morgan and other people, other channels that book me for interviews and see that I put up numbers like Kobe, like Jordan, you heard, like Kareem, like Bill Russell, like Will Chamberlain. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Thank you very much. And it's all love, right? But let's move on with the next topic, moving to the show. But thanks again. You know what I'm saying? God bless y'all that booked me for interviews and benefit off of it. You know what I mean? This, that, and the third. You know what I mean? I highly appreciate y'all, but it makes sense to me now when I step out my door and I get so much love, or I go to an event and I get so much love, because now it makes sense to me by me researching that. So know that I'm a brand that does millions of views. All right. And no matter what it say here, we know it's more than what it says there. Right. We know that for a fact. But I'll take it how I get it. You know what I mean? But cheers to everybody out there for supporting me. I appreciate that. 100% I got an organic following. You know what I mean? These views ain't bought, ain't no bots over here. And I'm not out here cloud chasing. I'm just kicking the truth to the young black, Latino, brown, white, Hispanic, Italian youth. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Paul. Appreciate it. In the industry, you either bend or pledge allegiance to the fallen one. Choke operates outside of the industry and the independent brother like no other. That's a fact. And I appreciate my man Paul, a loyal supporter, uh, been down for a long time and always show love. Paul tell you, I'm a real one. I done pulled up to Paul crib, you know what I'm saying, and showed him love because he been showing me love. You know what I mean? My man sat down, we done toasted up, had drinks and kicked it. That's a real one for you right there. You know what I mean? And hit him with some of that choke no joke apparel. You know, but moving on. So I saw this interview with Mase, Cameron, and they interviewed Shyne, right? And sometimes I got on Mase for certain things, but today I'm here to give Mase his props, right? And the reason I'm giving Mase props, as other people should give Mase props too, is he stood his ground, excuse me, when it came to Diddy, right? Now he did do the Bad Boy reunion one year. That was way back, and that was after he came back or whatever. He did it. But since Diddy has been in even before Diddy has been in trouble, Mace been on his F Diddy campaign, right? And I'm one not here to judge him about his relationship with Diddy because he went through what he did with Diddy as I went through what I went through with Jay-Z and Dame and Roc-A-Fella. So for all the people that be nut hugging Jay-Z and Dame and them and be like, yo, why you talking about Jay? Shut up. Mind your business. You wasn't there. You didn't go through what I went through. Mind your goddamn business. Same thing with Mace. Like, you know, his beef with Puff and him trying to get his publishing back and all that other stuff, or him not getting his just due or his rights to certain things. You can have your opinion on it, but he went through that, right? So unlike Shyne, where you could see the fakeness in Shyne, Shyne was mad at Diddy, right? Because he decided to bring a gun to the club. He decided to walk out his house one day with a gun. Ramona, thanks for the Cash App too. Appreciate you, love, for the constant support. Right? Um, Nobody told Shyne to take a gun out his house that day. Right? Nobody did. Right? So many people sit there and act like Diddy is the blame for Shyne, right? For Shyne going to jail, for Shyne getting time, this, that, and over. If Shyne never brought a gun out his house that day, he wouldn't have never got locked up, right? The same incident could have happened. Diddy could have pulled the gun. If he pulled the gun, he could have shot whatever. Shyne wouldn't have never went to jail. Shyne chose to bring a gun out his house that day. Shyne decided to not leave his gun in the car and bring it in the club. Shyne decided to pull a gun out and shoot it. Whether he shot it in the air or he shot it at the dudes that they was beefing with, right? Diddy didn't make him bring the gun to the club. Diddy didn't make him put the gun in his waist when he left his house. Diddy didn't make him take the gun out the car and go in the club and bring it in the club. Diddy did not tell Shyne to shoot. Shyne did all that on his own. Shyne is mad because Diddy got a separate defense to him and defended himself in however means he chose to testify. Diddy didn't get on the stand and say, I didn't shoot, Shyne shot, right? So when everybody sit there and be capping for Shyne, acting as if Diddy did Shyne wrong. Oh, Diddy shot the girl. The girl said Diddy shot him. Okay, they both shot, right? If Diddy did shoot her and she seen him aiming and the gun was facing her way when the gun went off, okay, then Diddy may have shot her. I don't know. But Shyne beef with Diddy is getting separate defense and calling witnesses to help Diddy in his case, right? But Shyne sitting there blaming him because he blew trial when he could have pled guilty to it. He knew that he pulled the gun. He knew that he shot. He know that he's saying that he shot in self-defense. Well, New York don't have gun laws. For one, you don't supposed to have a gun, nigga. You ain't got no license to carry no gun. That ain't Diddy's fault you brought a gun in there. And New York is not a stand your ground uh state. So now one, you're not supposed to have a gun. Two, there is no stand your ground in New York, right? And three, there's no self-defense, nigga. You ain't supposed to have no gun. So why you keep running around blaming Diddy that you blew trial for pulling a gun and shooting a gun in the occupied dwelling when you don't have the rights to carry a gun and shoot it and there's no self-defense laws in New York? Take accountability for what you did. Stop blaming it on Diddy. Now, have Diddy should not have called several witnesses or this, that, and the third, and that may have contributed to you getting sentenced and him getting off? Possibly. But what is he supposed to do in his defense? Defend you? You the one that's sitting there talking about in the interview how you was sleeping with, I'm going to believe, either Kim Porter or Mase. One or the other, because you said he wound up having a baby with her afterwards, which would probably be Kim Porter, right? Because Mase had already had Justin by the time Shyne got the bad boy. So you running around sleeping with your boss's wife or girlfriend at the time, and you up here bragging about it. Then you talking about how Mase was dealing with Brandy and you was shooting your shot at her, right? Like you was living foul, but you sitting here keep blaming everybody and you never take accountability for your own actions. It's everybody's fault but your own. Now, this is why I give Mase his props, right? Because Mase, in that same interview with Shyne, right? Talking about the honorable Shyne. Nigga, you ain't honorable. Like, come on, bro. Stop, man. Right? What May said was some real ish, right? He said all the peoples like the Roger Bonds, the Gene Deals, all these people that sat there and did these interviews and talk about Diddy, all of them that was around Diddy, working for Diddy, like the Genes and the Roger Bonds, he was like, yo, these dudes was complicit. How do y'all sit there and y'all talk about all the stuff that Diddy was doing when y'all was sitting there working for him and being bodyguards? Y'all enabled him. Y'all didn't stop him. But now y'all want to come out here and do all these interviews and stuff. But y'all was there when he was doing it. And he's like, yo, I don't respect those dudes because they protected Diddy while he was doing this stuff. They were enabling him. So to him, he felt like they co-conspirators to some degree. I don't know if he used those words exactly, but basically that's what he's saying. So how can Roger Bonds, Gene, and all these people sit there and talk about Diddy when they all was protecting him? So I got to give Mase's props on that because when they asked Shyne, well, how you feel about Diddy? Because, after you got out of jail, at one point you was mad at Diddy, but when you got out of jail, you started running with Diddy, right? Hey, Paul, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I'm definitely gonna get to that in a minute. Right? So Shyne was sitting there running around with Diddy when after he came home, he got deported. He went over to Paris. Uh, he went to Jerusalem. When remember he was a Jew. When he came out of jail, he was a blood that was a Jew, right? You see that when he did that documentary, The Honorable Shyne, he skipped right over the part where he was a blood, right? Where you go see his Gangland album, this, that, and the other. Nigga had the red bandana under the kufi. Like, he was a blood Jew, right? And he skipped right over that in his documentary. Now he's a politician. This thing is a chameleon, right? But the thing is this. Cam asked him, yo, how do you feel about Diddy? And then he's like, did Diddy did any good for you? Oh yeah, he did the, he was the, the master of making things happen. And whoa, 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 talking a bunch of trash, right? But when Diddy was out, Shyne was messing with Diddy. When Diddy did the concert in London, months before the allegations hit, Shyne was on the stage with Diddy, right? Now all of a sudden, he's an opportunist. Now he's an opportunist again. Diddy goes down and stuff, and he's talking about, oh, I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized. Nigga done lost the Belizean accent. He talking American again. And, I'm traumatized, because the Little Rod said that, Diddy said to him, yeah, I shot up the club, so that kind of traumatized me. Like, nigga, get out of here. Get out of here, yo. Like, you traumatized because Diddy told another dude he shot up the club? So did you, nigga. Like, how are you traumatized about something that happened 20 years ago that you played the part of? If anybody should be traumatized, it should be that young lady that got shot in the face. Now you traumatized because Little Rod said in the documentary that Diddy admitted to shooting the gun in Club New York. Now you traumatized. Yo, this nigga Shyne is such an opportunist. It is unbelievable. Now that Diddy locked up, now he found the opportunity to kick Diddy back in some more. Like, he didn't pull a gun. Like, he didn't shoot. So I respect Mase. You know what I'm saying? When Mase say, yo, how do people like Shyne talking about he got some compassion for Diddy, and others saying they, have compassion. Mase is like, I ain't got no compassion for him. And especially none of these people like the Jeans and the Roger Barnes and them who was there and seen him assault Cassie and didn't do nothing. And seen him assault Kim and didn't do nothing. As long as they was getting paid, they didn't say anything. But they out here running around doing all these interviews, getting money, telling now after they was sitting there getting checks and turning the blind eye to everything that Diddy was doing. And now everybody's gone. Nobody knows Diddy. Jay-Z, that wasn't my friend. Nigga, yes it was. What you mean Diddy wasn't your friend? Nigga, we all was there. I know for a fact he was your friend. You know how many times we seen you hanging out with this nigga? Now he wasn't your friend. You ain't have no relationship with him like that. You a goddamn lie. Just like you did them 2 albums with R. Kelly. Best of both worlds. Only person in the world that do 2 studio albums with R. Kelly is Jay-Z. and a tour. And this nigga's nowhere in the goddamn Surviving R. Kelly series. 6 damn parts, and they don't even show a picture of this nigga. Y'all niggas is crazy. This nigga Jay-Z is the only person that did 2 albums with R. Kelly. And this is back in when niggas is going in the studio together. This ain't shooting files to each other. They did a tour. They did music videos. And you tell me Jay-Z don't come up nowhere in Surviving R. Kelly? And the girl that Jay-Z used to date is the producer of it? Come on, man. Come on. Please, man. And then what do you see? All these nut-hugging niggas, when R. Kelly got in trouble, before he got in trouble, everybody was cool with R. Kelly. Everybody done seen this sex tape. And everybody kept working with this nigga. As soon as he went to jail, whoosh, just like Diddy, whoosh, everybody gone. Nobody know him. Phony. Phony, phony, phony. Right now, Jay-Z's connected to R. Kelly. Jay-Z's connected to Harvey Weinstein. Jay-Z's in the Epstein files. And now he getting ready to do the Roots picnic. After this dude, what's his name? Questlove talked about how Jay-Z blackballed Black Thought when he was the head of Def Jam. Hold on, let me show
you. Jay told me in no certain terms that, you know, no rapper can really afford to look bad in front of him. So it's almost like we gotta blackball him.
Shout out to Jay-Z for seeing the big picture here.
Yeah, and it was a hard pill to swallow.
Now, these dudes is letting Jay-Z headline they goddamn concert. How crazy is that? Right? Now, let's watch and see how many people interview Jay-Z leading up into this concert, at the concert, after the concert, that ask him about his relationship with Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein is locked up for worse stuff than Diddy. And Jay-Z was running around with Harvey Weinstein for years. Jay-Z's in the Epstein files. He was connected to the Harvey Weinstein. He was connected to R. Kelly. Who's going to interview Jay-Z and ask him about any of the three? I bet you none of these suckers will. That he's connected to 3 of the worst people in the hip-hop and in the entertainment industry, according to law, right? Harvey Weinstein's in jail right now. Jay-Z is not. R. Kelly is in jail right now. Jay-Z is not. Diddy is in jail right now. Jay-Z is not. This nigga that nigga's slippery than Diddy's baby oil. How do he keep escaping these guys? And he's in the Epstein files. So what media outlets is going to be at this Roots picnic that's going to allow Jay-Z to come there and not throw a microphone in his face and be like, yo, how you feel about your boy Harvey Weinstein getting going to jail, found guilty on these sexual allegations? You the only person that did 2 studio albums with R. Kelly, a tour, music videos, and everything. How do you feel about R. Kelly going to jail? You ran around with Diddy for years. He never let you sleep with none of his women. You think he let these random ass escort niggas knock down his chicks? And the sexual rumors about Jay-Z, you don't think that allegedly Jay-Z got a chance to knock down none of those chicks? No. This nigga let random ass dudes sleep with Cassie. You don't think none of these goddamn hip hop niggas slept with Cassie? Yeah, okay. Remember Bear, right? Allegedly, who's Kanye West, had allegedly 50 baby mother at a freak off, right? Didn't she testify to that in court? Didn't Kanye come to court to be like, yo, this chick is a freak, allegedly, right? And they wouldn't let Kanye testify because she went to one of his freak offs that she testified to. So you think if Kanye can have Diddy's chick allegedly come to a freak off, you don't think a guy like Jay-Z allegedly didn't get a chance to knock down none of them? And he was hanging with this nigga Diddy like white on rice? Do you believe that Diddy and Jay-Z wasn't friends from what you saw over the years? If you've been in this game, you ain't even have to be in the game. You could have been a fan of the hip-hop industry. Do you believe, any of y'all, that Jay-Z and Diddy was not friends? Because there ain't none of us that been in the industry for 30 years, even 20 years, know that everybody know that's bull crap. So I want to see which outlets, because you know Jay-Z's only doing this concert, in my opinion, for damage control. To get everybody to stop talking about him about the Epstein files. I guarantee you, this is damage control. This nigga just popping out and he just doing he headlining the concert. And I guarantee you, ain't nobody gonna ask him about them Epstein files. Because I ain't see Diddy name in there. I know he was connected with Epstein. What are you going to say? Epstein wasn't his friend either? And we see him on the red carpet protecting Jay-Z? Talking about this. No, Jay's a friend. This is a labor of love. Don't ask him them questions. Now here's what I'm predicting. I have no faith in these niggas. Watch State Property come out and get on stage with this nigga. Now this nigga ain't did a concert. He ain't never go to any one of their shows. He didn't pop out for these niggas for nothing. He ain't get on a record with none of these niggas. He probably ain't seen none of these niggas since the B-Sides concert. Watch these niggas get on stage with this goddamn wig wearing ass nigga. This is the only nigga that's older than everybody in hip hop and ain't got a gray hair yet. This nigga got a whole fucking head of dreads and there ain't no gray at the goddamn root. Y'all believe that wig is real and this nigga is 60 and he ain't got no gray hair? You see that nigga Puff, Royal Coach turned to a pumpkin. Soon as that nigga, when the pandemic hit, that nigga was looking just like me in the pandemic. When Diddy got locked up and stuff, he ain't got his barber no more. That nigga started coming out after he first locked up. Boom. Now that nigga looking just like this. That nigga Royal Coach turned right to a pumpkin too. Nigga. And y'all tell me this nigga Jay-Z older than me and Diddy? And this nigga been out since Hawaiian Sophie? And this nigga ain't got a gray hair yet? That's like Jesus wearing Timberlands instead of sandals back in the day. It's like that nigga Jesus had Timberlands instead of sandals. Lord forgive me. But that it makes no sense, man. This nigga older than all of us. He been out with Jazzo since 88, 87. Right? Reasonable Doubt came out in 96. When that came out, that nigga was already 40. And you tell me this nigga ain't got no gray hair. Nowhere. Y'all niggas is crazy. That's like a camel not having no hump. Running around like a horse. Can you picture a camel without a hump? Just running around like a horse? Just that long neck? Like... This nigga is older than all of us. And this nigga ain't got a gray hair and a hole full of hair. He's been growing dreads out for the last 10, 15 years. And this nigga ain't got a lick of gray at the roots, my nigga. Like, are you serious? That nigga, Beyonce Coochie must got the fountain of youth juice in that joint. Every time he slurp on her, he lose 5 years. Zach Mel, thanks for the support. I appreciate it. This nigga, man, come on, man. That nigga hair black as Teddy Riley's. Shout out Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley older than Jay-Z, and that nigga ain't got no gray hair. These niggas is crazy. But yeah, I'm telling you, I'm going to be mad if I see Beanie Siegel on that stage. As a fan, I would love to see it. As a person that been in Roc-A-Fella and know how grimy Jay-Z is, and he only used these niggas when he need them, they better, if that nigga don't get them niggas $1 million a piece, them niggas better not goddamn get on the stage. Only person to get a pass is Freeway. Because after he was pooping on everybody else, he always threw Freeway a bone. I don't know if it was his health condition or what. Outside of the time he pushed Freeway out the picture. So if you ever met Wayno. Yeah, Wayno was an intern. But him getting on stage in Philly, I'm expecting them niggas to rub the camel's hump. I know the young guns, they going. I know Freeway, he going. Petey Crack, not so much. Freeway, I'm expecting to be there. But I don't think none of them niggas should show that nigga no love. Because whenever they got shows, whenever they got concerts, he never pop out and support them niggas. You know what I'm saying? He will bring Beans on just for the wow factor, and Beans won't see that nigga again after that until one of them niggas is in the coffin. And I know Beans will do it. Beans will do it just for the, that's the big homie, that. Nah, F that camel, nigga. Now, Ramir, if you out there, this is the opportunity for you to go buy a ticket and play the backstage and wait for that nigga. It's snatching some of that wig, and hopefully you'll grab a piece of real hair and get your DNA test. Or start spreading money around at that goddamn concert and tell niggas, yo, you see Jay-Z drink from a cup, grab that cup, nigga. You see that nigga smoke a cigarette, a joint, grab the bud, grab the whatever he throw on the floor, grab that. I need that DNA. You know what I'm saying? Or run up in that nigga mouth. You see that nigga at the concert, just run up on that nigga, stick a Q-tip in that nigga mouth. Remember, run up on that nigga, be at the door, at the backstage like this. Yo, what's up, Pops? What you ducking me for, nigga? Remember, you better be at that concert. Put that nigga on, buy a front row ticket. Get a ticket for the front seat, nigga. If you got to go start a GoFundMe to get you the front row middle ticket and be in front of that nigga and make that nigga uncomfortable the whole goddamn show. That nigga, he be rapping, a piece of spit fly out his mouth. Grab that shit. And put it in the bag, go to DNA diagnosis, get his ass, nigga. When they finish with that microphone, tell that nigga, yo, whoever get the microphone when Jay-Z leave, nigga, drop that shit in a plastic bag and give it to me. You know what I mean? I got $500 for you. I'm telling you, yo, remember, if you out there, I'm telling you, man, you gotta have a plan. You gotta have a plan. You know what I'm saying? Get you a disguise. You know what I'm saying? As one of the workers. You know what I'm saying? Put on a fake beard, a Rasta wig, and be one of the workers backstage for Jay-Z dressing room. You know what I'm saying? That nigga in there eating something. Nigga take that fork. And nigga have a spoon. Get that spoon. You know what I'm saying? Drop it in the plastic bag. Boop. Yeah, got this nigga now. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. Or be right in front of that concert, front seat, That nigga, I'm telling you, that nigga will be forgetting his lines left and right every time he look at you. That nigga he will forget his lines. That nigga be, excuse me, what's your name? Man, I'm telling you, get you a ticket to the show, nigga. Front row. Pay a nigga for a backstage pass. I'm telling you, run up on that nigga. I'm telling you, that nigga will be shook. He could not look you in the face, nigga. He'll see his own self. Nigga think he looking in the mirror. Man, get that ticket, man. Holla at me, man. I'll get you a backstage pass, man. Holla at me. I will ask somebody for a backstage pass and I'll pass it off to you. But Beanie Siegel, you better not get on that stage, Siegel. I know they done called you. You done did Rock Solid with Bleak. I know he probably got Bleak to call you. I know he calling for favors right now. He needs y'all niggas. He might get booed. He might get booed. You know what I mean? Niggas gonna be like, Epstein! 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 That niggas, you know what? I'm gonna buy out the whole front row. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have everybody with Jay-Z Epstein shirts. I'm gonna do a 50 Cent move like Ja Rule, buy out all the front seats and have niggas with Epstein Weinstein shirts. Epstein's your friend, Jay. Epstein Island. Word up. I'm telling you, I'm buying out all the front seats and I'm getting signs while that nigga performing. Niggas gonna be holding up signs. You was on Epstein Island. Jay-Z was on Epstein Island. Watch. Anybody want to go to the concert that's gonna hold up a Jay-Z was on Epstein Island sign? Let me know. I got tickets for y'all. You see the Jay-Z nut huggers, they don't like that. Why are you talking about the camel like that? No, you talking about the camel like that. Now, my man Paul asks, yo, Choke, if there was no police officers involved in the Tupac Biggie murders, would it have taken 30 years to solve? Hell no. It'd be solved like Jam Master J's. It'll be solved like Nipsey Hussle's. It'll be solved like so many other rappers that got killed. Only reason Pac and Big, rest in peace, Big, rest in peace, Pac, is because some form of agency is protecting these crooked ass cops like Greg Caden and Roden Rat Jr. Allegedly, right? Now, let me say some things, right? You got this dude, Roden Rat Jr., aka Reggie Wright Jr., right? Who's sitting there, got the audacity to talk about the Dwayne Keefe D. Davis story, right? I mean, case and talking about the lawyers that left the case, the Michael Pandulos and the other lawyer. I can't think of his name right now. Right? Now, here's the thing. AKA pork butt. You got that right. Right? Now, Reggie is sitting here talking about how Michael Pandulo calling him a crackhead, right? And this nigga got the nerve saying that, you know, he was on drugs, even though drugs could be anything, you know, it could be alcohol or maybe something else, right? Well, I don't know Michael Pandulo to be on drugs because I don't know him, right? But we know that Reggie know what drugs are, right? Because allegedly, Reggie's been pushing drugs since the Death Row Records days, right? And we know that Death Row Records was allegedly a front for drug trafficking, and that's why these niggas allegedly was selling so many damn records. Because remember where the seed money came from, which was a drug dealer, Harry O, who was a partner with David Kenner or working with David Kenner, right? Now, even if they couldn't prove that that Death Row Records was trafficking drugs back then when Suge was in jail, they sure was under investigation for selling drugs, right? And gun running, right? And it's clear that if you were into drug trafficking and money laundering, so they say, right, that one of these alphabet boys was getting money with Death Row, allegedly, right? And why I could believe that to be true? Because wasn't the alphabet boys getting money with Freeway Ricky Ross over in California, right? And that's why, Paul, allegedly, these cases probably aren't getting solved because, as many of us believe, law enforcement and allegedly these agencies were involved. Now, for Pork Butt, Roden Rat Jr. to be talking about Michael Pandulo was on drugs. Well, we know Pork Butt know what drugs are, right? For a guy that got sentenced to 80 to 90 months and only did 11, 12 months, right? And who was under investigation since 2013 and didn't get locked up till about 2020. 2018, somewhere around that, right? Reggie was under investigation since 2013. And he got caught with massive drugs. So we know he know what drugs are. Let's do the math. Reggie got caught what he did his bid for. And remember, his father had $3 million worth of drug money in his goddamn account. Reggie got caught with 11,950 grams of marijuana. $11,950 grams of marijuana. Reggie also got caught with 3,270 grams of cocaine. What's that, like 3 keys? Reggie also got caught with 2,880 grams of heroin. What's that, like 3 keys of smack? Reggie also got caught with 3,260 grams of meth. What's that? Like 3 keys of meth? I think it might be 1,000 keys in the 1,000 grams in the key. Not to mention, Reggie got caught with 23 guns, including the AR-15. Him and his daddy pled guilty around November of 2018. And you wonder how Vlad employs a person that was a cop that got caught with over 3,000 grams of cocaine, 3,000 grams of heroin, 3,000 grams of meth, 23 guns, and an AR-15. And he was a cop. This nigga was selling more drugs than KVD. And he's a liar. This is the same guy that went and testified under oath, snitching on KVD in the grand jury and sat there and lied and told him that KVD pulled the gun out at the Soul Train Awards when he knew it was C. Gutter. He said it on his own channel, it was C. Gutter. And after he said it on his channel that it was C. Gutter, he went and testified and lied and said it was KVD. Now, you got to know that these prosecutors in Las Vegas got to know he's lying. Like, it ain't like they not watching his channel. So, Paul, when you ask, are these agencies involved? This is why this murder isn't getting solved. I would think so. This is why you don't see Gray Caden and them doing no deep dive on Reggie. And Gray Caden knows he started his investigation with Reggie. And Reggie snitched on Suge. Reggie snitched on Teresa Swan. Reggie snitched on Poochie. Reggie snitched on KVD. Rat bastard. But we all know that Suge Knight accused Reggie Wright Jr. of orchestrating the murder of Tupac on several occasions in several interviews. However, for some apparent reason, Las Vegas prosecutors have yet to do anything about the information that the only living witness, Suge Knight, is that what he said in this case. He already said Orlando wasn't the shooter. KVD told him that Reggie allegedly orchestrated the murder of Tupac. Suge told him that. And the guy that gets caught with all these drugs and guns, some reason Las Vegas Metro Police Department don't seem to want to prosecute this dude or even look into it, and got the nerve to use this guy as their head goddamn witness. So with Reggie's criminal record and the statements from Frank Alexander and Michael Moore, along with Suge Knight, it is very clear that Reggie Wright Jr. is clearly a suspect, and more of a suspect than KVD is. And Las Vegas Metro Police Department prosecutors are allegedly protecting Reggie, along with murder crap, Vlad, Gray Caden, lying ass Gray Caden, because allegedly, Paul, as you suspect, there's some type of law enforcement protecting Reggie and others because they don't want it to come out that allegedly law enforcement was involved. So they rather just hang a nigga because they don't want to have, well, a Phoenix Shakur, Miss Wallace ain't here, but the estates of Biggie and the estates of Tupac, they don't want to kick out all that money, which is going to be billions at this point. So they rather just railroad Keefy D, as if this dude didn't tell them in 1998, way before Gray Caden, in a federal goddamn interview, that Reggie Wright Jr. is the one that orchestrated the murder of Tupac Shakur, allegedly. But it's no alleged that Keefy D gave that statement in 1998. And nobody want to bring that up, that he said this way before the book, way before murder crap, right? You see, they don't bring that up. But Gray Caden can tell him, oh, we don't want to hear that story that you told before. You got to tell this story. So yes, Paul, do I believe that some type of law enforcement agencies are probably involved in this? In the cover-up, and because they don't want to bring these police involved? It's just like Reggie say that he don't know Rafael Perez and David Mack and Kevin Gaines. He don't know them, but should know them. How he don't know Kevin Gaines and Sharitha was dating them and dating Kevin Gaines? He's lying. How does he know David Mack and Rafael Perez when you got Big C Style, Joe Cool, Trey D from the East Siders, Jimmy Iovine, Chief Bernard Parks, Layla, all saying that they know that they all worked at Death Row? Kevin Gaines was Snoop's bodyguard, but Reggie don't know him. The fact that Reggie's lying that he don't know them should tell you everything. But, you know, they don't care about niggas. You know, they care more about the police than they care about niggas. And here's the interesting thing. Look what's coming in down the pipeline. Shout out to RJ Bond. This is going to make Reggie shit his drawers. Well, he do that on a regular, but look who's coming up. RJ Bond interviewed the cop that saw Reggie and his father going to drop off the briefcase at Keefy D's shop. Can't wait to hear what he got to say. Oh, I can't wait to hear what he got to say about Reggie and his daddy. Because he know they was dirty way before they got indicted. But this is the cop that saw Reggie and his daddy pull up in the red Lexus, the color of the Bloods, and go inside Keefy D's body shop with a briefcase and leave without one. The same daddy and son who sat down with Orlando Anderson and Keefy D and gave them $60,000 to go testify for Suge after Tupac is dead. The guys that's supposed to kill Tupac is having a meeting with Reggie, his father, who's the captain of the Compton PD, Officer Reynolds, lawyer Edie Falls. They all in the meeting giving Keith E.D. and Orlando Anderson $60,000 after Tupac was killed to go and testify for the nigga they shot in the head. Allegedly. So not only did this cop right here see them go drop off a briefcase to Keith E.D., what could have been allegedly filled with cocaine or filled with money. We don't know. We know how that evidence locker was over in the Compton PD. That shit was the Walmart for drugs. And I showed y'all the interview from this cop right here. He's the one that saw them come with the briefcase, Reggie and his daddy, before they got, while they was under investigation. He saw them come with the briefcase, drop off the briefcase, leave without the briefcase, right? While Death Row was under investigation for drug trafficking and gun running, right? And then what happens years later? Reggie and his dad gets convicted for what? Money laundering, drugs, and guns. How much drugs? 3,270 grams of cocaine, 2,880 grams of heroin, 3,260 grams of methamphetamine, 23 guns, and an AR-15. And they pled guilty to that in November of 2018. And for some apparent reason, Reggie Daddy got off scotch-free because Reggie said, oh, my daddy didn't have to do with it. Reggie gets 80, 90 months, only do 12 months. How? Because he's a rat. Ain't nobody else in his case got the time he got and was able to get out in a year. So it's going to be interesting to see what this brother got to say. I can't wait. I don't know if he did an interview for Tupac Cover Up Part 2 or if RJ's going to drop this interview anytime soon. But best believe when it drops, I will bring notice to it so y'all can see it. And I know that nigga is shitting his pamper. You better believe it. So, the Roost Picnic. I'll give them a plug. May 30th in Philadelphia. Let's see if these sellout ass niggas get on stage with this sellout ass nigga who don't throw them a bone and they always go run into him whenever he need them. You have never seen Jay-Z do a goddamn show with free or pop out at a show when Freeway and Beans did a show, when the Young Guns had a show. He don't never pop out for them. But whenever he come and he need them, no matter how much he poop on them, they go running. And we'll see. I hope they boo that nigga
Get your Epstein signs ready. You in the Epstein files. I need to see at least one person with a sign. You was in the Epstein files. You was Harvey Weinstein's friend. Did you go visit Harvey Weinstein? Why you turned on Diddy? Jay-Z. Watch. You're gonna have the Charlemagne bootlickers over there licking the camel's hump. You know what I'm saying? Ready to get shots in their back pockets. They can't wait when HOE get on stage at the Roots picnic. Watch. When they see their boy HOE get on the stage, all these niggas gonna forget about the Epstein file. They gonna forget about Harvey Weinstein. They gonna forget about Diddy. They gonna forget about R. Kelly. And ain't nobody gonna put a microphone in front of him and ask him nothing real. Trust me, sellout ass niggas. Choke no joke, y'all already know. I'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. All right, 100. Hit that like button before you go. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new here. All right? Much love to everybody out there.
They counted me
No
out.
joke. Mr.
I
Million
didn't
Q.
want to get down.
You know how I do. One.
Niggas talking about God there. What God? What God are you talking about? Say his name. This nigga went Eric Benet. Now the baddest girl won't show her face. You know your ass in the way when she show up to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And you ain't even say her name. Lame, you better say Dame. In the streets, we call you roadblock. Nigga, you shot. Nigga, you block rocks. Like when Chris was about to pop. Like MJ moonwalking like Spock. You abuse your power fast. You killed the thought that's black.
Jay told me in no certain terms that, you know, no rapper can really afford to look bad in front of him. So it's almost like we gotta blackball him.
Shout out to Jay-Z for seeing the big picture here.
Yeah, and it was a hard pill to swallow.
Tariq, you kill the weeds, not the seeds that grow the trees. And as long as you alive, Dame should have a milli. Fuck you mean bleed. Nigga, don't get me started. You know I'm retarded and lion-hearted. You flipped on your peeps for those peoples in them white sheets. Like you pro-black. We pass kneeling, how you shit on cap.
You kneel, would you stand?
Would I what?
Would you kneel, would you stand?
Okay. I think we passed kneeling.
Nigga, you got the check. The pros went back, and that's no cap. Leaving cap with no salary cap. Your son said you his dad, and you never threw him a pass. Watching his siblings in the stands. Say lips, say no, say hands. You say the kid is not your son. They call you Hov, it must be immaculate conception. Immaculate conception. Choke no joke. Learn from mistakes. DJ S&S the great. It ain't no telling you be a first-time felon. No telling when you be a first-time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first-time felon. No telling when you be a first-time felon. Best day of my life, no sleep all night. Broke day for weeks, my cash was right. My capo tight, take our loot, unite. 23-hour shifts, had to see loot like Mike. Cash lovely, yeah, Dougie. How could this day get so ugly? Wifey bout to pop like some bubbly. Yo, through those 9 months, you really bug me. Felt like a star, cop first car, get up with the guard. What it is, baby paw? He about to cop a van, get up with our mans. Before we reached our low spot, toes blam. Unaware what happened, discussing and clapping. It wasn't loud, ain't shit gonna happen. Me being stupid, instead of getting they moving, this nigga kept chefing like the woo one. Then we heard a knock, no one knew of this spot. 6 niggas in the spot, 6 niggas not. Ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. I'm in the precinct all damn even. This good cop, bad cop shit got me steaming. No, I was caught, I ain't give a fuck. Had jokes like the usual suspects line up. Book times up, came back fuck. Shirt wrinkled up, my pigs roughed me up. Time's up, heard them clink of the cuffs. Niggas was so deep they had to call on the bus. Everybody that checks outside waiting on us like ghetto celebs. Our cells ain't plush. 5 in the book and gave a whooping. He never forget, they gotta be split. Up in the courtroom, they cause it ruckus. Everybody in the jacks waiting on us. Try to bail us out, that thought got thrown out. Bill one so high, I couldn't bear half a nigga out. Copped out, that's what first fell in the bow. Back on the bus, Rikers the row. Wifey in the courtroom crying out. We love y'all with tears running in their mouth. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon.
Choke, no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah, now.
Choke, no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah. This what ATL in New York sound like. Let's go. Y'all hating ass niggas, I see y'all. Choke, get busy, that's why I got the crown. Hate in the air. You clowns, I see the envy that you breed, jealousy. What you need is your own damn hustle. Stop worrying about mine. Nigga, I'm poppin' cause I put in time. Came out modeling, camera in hand. Still get busy with the mic in hand. Streets pulled out, niggas got sprayed. Niggas turn on you when they see you get paid. The intimidation in your face. Where's the love? What's taking place? You want my gold and my ducats. Cause my money overflowing out of buckets. Shot him in public, made people holler. Scar on his face for the money and the power. I'm the choker. Choker. The truth in the industry made me the choker. 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 The truth in the industry made me the game had me fooled, got in, was young. So talent made you rich, damn was dumb. More to make, cake from crumbs. You gotta be sweet, G or native tongue. My heartbeat went into overload. When Larry tried to turn me into a mole, told me show my curly to the CEO. I didn't think it's funny, so his jaw hit the floor and grabbed that chair that broke his back. Then realized that's a hate attack. Harassment comes assault, you in the maze. No way out, like Puff and Mase. Touch me, tease me, I catch a case. Nigga, you ain't straight as your poker face. Father law God, in that game I fold. This sun don't tick, demon time don't hold. I'm the choker. Choker. The truth in the industry made me the choker. 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 The truth in the industry made me the choker. Choker. The truth in the industry made me the choker. Choker. On the ones and twos, choker. What y'all want to do? I'm here now. Eat a wall, stand up. Shout out to the bomb squad.
Choke, no joke. Yeah. It's choke, no joke. Let's go. Choke, no joke. Chicken choke, no joke. Choke.